Let's begin by logging into the platform. And then let's go to the payout section. So you guys can see I requested payouts in the past, and right now I am eligible for a $3,000 payout. So $2,000 on one account and $1,000 on the other account. So let's request this $2,000, request payout. I'm gonna go with Wise. I have an account and I'm gonna fill these details now. And you guys can see same account, same balance, requesting 2000 US dollars. Confirm. And you guys can see payout request submitted, return to dashboard. I'm gonna refresh my page so you guys know I'm totally legit. And there you go. You guys can see now I have requested a payout of 2000 US dollars today, August 8th, 8:46 p.m. and this is local Brisbane, Australia time. So what's going on, guys? My name is Ani and I'm a full-time day trader living in Brisbane, Australia. I wanted to show you guys that I am profitable trader, so that's why I requested my payout first before we started talking. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the exact step-by-step process which you can do to become a full-time day trader as well. So make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end. So now I'm going to be using a prop firm. I'm going to be passing the challenge and I'm going to be taking a real live trade in this series. So make sure you guys stick all the way to the end. So now, if you guys don't know what a prop firm is, I will explain that as well. I'm going to buy a fresh challenge. I'm going to pass the challenge and I'm going to take live trades. I'm going to show you all the trades as well. And I'm even going to show you guys my bank account when the money comes in. So now to start a fresh challenge, you can sign up with whatever prop firm you want to go with. You go on a trading combine. Basically, you have to pay $85 and you would get a $50,000 buying power. Your profit target is $3,000, which means once you make $3,000 in profit, you basically get $50,000 in funding and you're a $50,000 funded trader. The only rule is the maximum you can lose is $2,000 in this challenge. And if you end up losing $2,000, you basically lose your $85. But if you don't lose the $2,000, you end up making $3,000, you basically get $50,000 buying power. I'm going to explain you this whole thing in a minute as well. But before that, let's begin by buying a challenge. So I can show you guys the whole thing. You guys can see it's going to cost me $85. Select 50K. Next, you guys can see the maximum I can lose is $1,000 in a day. $85. Confirm and pay. And you guys can see payment successful, account activated successfully. And now I'll take you guys on the dashboard. And this is how the dashboard looks, guys. You guys can see account balance is $50,000. Our profit target is $3,000. And we also have a consistency target of 50%. So what does that mean? It basically means our profit target is $3,000 and 50% of $3,000 is going to be $1,500. So maximum we can make is $1,500 in a day, and in 2 days we can pass this challenge. But anyways, maximum we can lose is going to be $1,000 in a day, and the only rule we have is do not let your account balance hit or go below 48,000, which means the maximum I can lose is $2,000. So now let's go on Topstep X, where I will be placing all my buy and sell orders. So you guys can see this is how the platform looks. Account balance is 50,000. Maximum loss is 2,000. Realized P&L is nothing because it's a fresh account. No trades, no positions, nothing. So now I like to trade ES, which is S&P 500 futures. So now I will be executing my trade on the downside, and I will explain you guys in a minute as well why I am taking a downside trade. So you guys can see now I have placed my limit order at 7785, which is a sell order, which basically means I'm saying that the price of S&P 500 futures is going to go on the downside. So now I'll explain you guys in a minute why I'm taking a downside trade. I'm going to do a complete analysis over here, and I will walk you guys through the whole process of why I took a downside trade. But anyways, coming back to the platform, this is how the platform looks. You guys can see we can place orders from here as well. You guys can see S&P 500 futures, the time frame, and it's just tradingview.com. If you guys want me to make a video on TradingView as well, I'll do that as well. We can place direct orders from here. Once we are in the position, this is where we will be seeing our position, and this is where we'll see our trades, and this is where we'll see our orders. So just wanted to give you guys a rundown of the platform, and now I'll take you guys on tradingview.com and I will explain you guys why I am taking a downside trade. And as you guys can see, our order just got filled and we are right now in a profit of about $25. So now, like I said, the maximum we're going to be making is going to be $1,500. So our take profit is going to be over here. So at 7770 is where we're going to be hitting our TP, and obviously it's going to be a 1:2 trade. And I will explain you guys my whole hypothesis in a minute on why I'm taking a downside trade, and I will also explain you guys how prop firm trading works and how you guys can become a full-time day trader as well. So now 7770 is going to be our take profit level. So you guys can see over here right now we just entered the position couple of minutes ago. You guys can see we entered at 8:57 p.m. and within couple of minutes right now I'm in a profit of $300. So anyways, we'll just let the trade do its thing and let's get back to the analysis. So like I told you guys, I like to begin on the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, I'm basically marking my trend levels. So what do I mean by trend levels? If the trend is on the upside, downside, or if it's sideways or within a range, right? So anyways, so I'm marking the levels. So I like to use something called array tool, and I like to mark with the points. So you guys see how, we can see a trend now, and my second is gonna start from here to this point, and after this the next one is gonna be from this point to this point. So now you guys see how I have 3 critical levels on the monthly time frame and I can't make any more levels, so I will jump on to the weekly. There we go. And now we are on the weekly time frame. These are just my alerts which I've set up, so just ignore these white lines, right? So after coming on the weekly time frame, you guys see we have a little bit messy, so just gonna clean it up and line it up nicely. There we go. So now our monthly levels are done, our weekly levels are done, and then I'll jump on the daily. Once I'm on the daily, I like to go on the line chart because marking the levels on the line chart is much more easier than marking on the candlesticks chart. So now what am I looking for? I'm looking for resistance and I'm looking for support. So you guys see this is going to be our resistance. So what's a resistance? Every time price comes here, it goes down. It comes here, goes down. And once it breaks, it flies on the upside. So now I'm gonna mark these levels. So another key level would be this area. Another key level would be this area. As you guys can see, every time the price came over here, it went on the upside. So you guys see, price came here, went up, came here, went up, came here, went up again. Over here is gonna be resistance area because it came down, came down, came down. So now we're going to be marking a level over here. Cool. So now all our levels are marked. I'm going to get rid of these alerts. There we go. So it's much more easier for you guys to see. I'll delete this one as well. There we go. Awesome. So now once I have marked my levels, I like to go back on the candlestick chart and I'm gonna adjust these lines. So you guys see, so a candle has 2 parts. A candle has something called a wick and a candle has a body. So I like to mark my levels exact where the wick is. So anyways, that's how I like to mark my levels, right? So coming back to aligning them, this is gonna be another key area. Cool. And then another key area would be this one. As you guys can see, price took support from here. So I'll mark this green. Cool. And this is going to be where the price rejected from. So I'm going to mark this area as red. And it's going to be 25. So the high of the candle. So we're going to change this one to red. So now our key areas are done on the daily time frame. So after marking all these levels, this is how the chart looks. So you guys see, nice clean chart, easier to predict. After I'm done with the daily time frame, I like to go on the 15-minute time frame. So I like to mark my levels on a bigger time frame, and I will be executing my position on a 5-minute and a 1-minute time frame. Anyways, once I have done this, you guys see, so this was our resistance area, right? So price broke resistance, came back, tested, and then rallied all the way to the upside. So you guys see, if I zoom in over here, so this is something what we call a bull flag. So you guys see how the price consolidated. We had a nice clean move on the upside, and buyers pushed the price higher. Anyways, coming back to the charts, so now this is how the market looks. And you guys must be confused with what's the blue area and what's the black area. So the black area is going to be the US session, and the blue area is the after hour session or the London session, Asia session, whatever you guys want to call it. But I like to trade in Asia session and London session more than US session because I live in Australia. So anyways, now why did I take a short side trade? And this is our trade, and you guys can see right now I'm in a profit of $650. Why did I take it? So now when you guys see over here, okay, I'll show you guys. So the main thing is, do you guys see how the last time price came over here? It rejected. So this is one of the key areas. You guys see? So what happened was, when the price was pushed higher, sellers stepped in, pushed the price lower, buyers stepped in, and then sellers took control again. And today, when price went to our support area, so you guys see, this is the support area, right? The level we marked, rallied up again all the way to our key area, and this was the reason I took a short side trade today. So now always I like to take 1:2 trades. So our trade, as you guys know, we entered at 7785 with TP at 7770. So we entered at 7785 on this candle, and this is our stop loss. So you guys see how clean this trade is. So that's why I took this 1:2 trade. And even if we go on a smaller time frame, you guys will see over here, we had this area which was taken out by the sellers. So you guys see, on a smaller time frame as well, but I don't like to watch the smaller time frame, but I'm just showing you guys so you guys can do your own analysis as well. So once our key area is broken, the probability is much more higher for us to target the next key area, which is going to be this area, which is our take profit level. So anyways, this was the hypothesis for our trade, and I hope you guys understood the hypothesis. If you guys have any questions, you can write down in the comment section and I will explain and get back to you as soon as possible, or you can message me on Instagram as well. The link is in the description. But anyways, so now I'm gonna let the trade do its thing. Coming back on how this prop firm trading works. So first things first. So we basically pay for something called an evaluation. So what's an evaluation? So you guys remember how I paid $85? So you guys remember we paid $85. So this is the evaluation fee. So we paid this evaluation fee. It's like a test. So our test is gonna be paying this fee, and once we make the $3,000 profit, we pass this test. And once we have passed this test, we have made our $3,000 profit and we have passed, we get real $50,000 funded account. So now this is the account we get. Or if you want to go and pay $129 and make $6,000 in profit, you will get $100,000 funded account. If you pay $199 and make $9,000 in profit, you will get $150,000 funded account. So these are the different accounts. You can go with whatever one suits you or whatever prop firm suits you. But in a simple language, this is how the prop firm works. And once you make the profit, you can request your payouts and then you receive your money in the bank account. And that's what I did in the beginning of this video. So I requested a payout and now the payout will come in my account and I can use it as my income and spend it on whatever I want, right? So now I also have another account. You guys can see, you go to the payout section. I have another account as well. If I want to request another $1,000 payout, I just click on request payout and then I can request another $1,000. So this is how the whole prop firm thing works. But anyways, coming back to the challenge. So now I have bought a $85 challenge. I'm going to pass the challenge and I'm going to take live trades on these accounts and I'm going to share it with you guys as well. And just for transparency purposes, I'll take you guys back on the dashboard. So this is how the account looks, ending in 84759, as you guys can see. So you can memorize this number as well for transparency purposes. I'm always going to be using this account. We started this account today, so that's why there's nothing. Profit streak $0 and our profit target is $3,000. So now with that being said, the time right now, as you guys can see, it's 9:18 p.m. in Brisbane, Australia. So I'm gonna go to sleep soon, and once I end up hitting my take profit at 770, as I showed you guys over here. So with that being said, now I'm gonna go have my dinner as it's 9 p.m. in Brisbane, Australia. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute and I'll update you guys very soon. So guys, just had my dinner, update on the position, and we are about to hit our TP.
Order filled.
And we just got filled. I'll refresh the page again so you guys know I'm totally legit. There we go. It's loading. Same profit, $1,492.44 after commissions. I've only taken one trade on this account. You guys can see, same trade, 2 S&P 500 futures on the short side. We entered at 8:57. We exited at 11:30. So we made $1,500 in profit, and after commissions, $1,492.44. And this is what I was telling you guys earlier. If you guys know what you are doing, it's not hard to make money with prop firms. Like, you can become a full-time day trader as well. Like, I was literally one of you guys, and that's why I decided I'm gonna buy a fresh challenge and I'm gonna pass the challenge. I'm gonna take live trades and I'm gonna show you every single thing till I get real money in the bank account. And we made $1,400 today. So why did I only make $1,400 and I'm not gonna trade anymore? I'll take you guys to the dashboard so you guys see. Consistency target, best day should be below 50% of the profit target. Profit target $3,000, and 50% of $3,000 is $1,500. So this is the max which I can make today. But anyways, you guys can see now it's 11:30, US session just opened, and do you guys see how volatile the market is? So we exited at the perfect time, and now the account balance is at $51,492.44. Same account ending in 84759. So with that being said, that was all for day one. I hope now you guys know how prop firm works. And if you're still confused, don't worry, I'm gonna make this whole series and you can watch every single video, and I promise you guys by the end you finish the whole series, you guys will know how to trade with prop firms and you'll have a pretty good idea if you want to be a full-time day trader or not. So with that being said, that'll be all for day one. Thanks for watching day one, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.